There are a lot of things that can come against us that can feel like it's stealing our sense of purpose, our sense of value and worth, attacks against our basic identity. I've been challenged in my personal reading by the life of Daniel, so I want to talk some about the encouragement and wisdom we can draw from the life of Daniel if you're struggling with anything like that. Daniel was about 14 years old when he was taken as a hostage from his home in Jerusalem into the land of Babylon. And it's quite possible that Daniel was in the line of royalty. He might have been a prince. So first he was taken as a hostage, then it's very likely that he was made a eunuch. And if you don't know what a eunuch is, they castrate them so that they can't procreate. They are really not much of a threat anymore. And if that wasn't bad enough, they also changed his name. The name Daniel means God is my judge. And the name that he was given is Belteshazzar, and that name means keeper of the hidden treasures of Bel, which is the same as Marduk or Baal. So you can see that there were all these attacks to steal Daniel's identity. He was taken out of his family. His identity as a man was attacked. His name was changed, and your name is part of your identity. It can be part of your destiny. So all these things were thrown at Daniel to cause him to completely lose the real, authentic person that God created and become what the culture wanted him to be. Now, it's really interesting that Daniel's response to all of this, it says in verse 8 that Daniel consecrated himself. Instead of becoming bitter or angry or depressed, he determined in his heart he was going to stay true to who God created him to be. Royalty, a worshiper of the true God. And even more interesting, in Daniel chapter 1, we see God's response. God's response was he gave Daniel favor, which means influence and open doors. Also spiritual abilities to discern the truth, insight into spiritual matters, to understand dreams and visions. God's gifts to him because of his consecration was he understood far more than his contemporaries who were following a false god. So I want to encourage you that whatever you've been through, whatever kind of assaults against your true identity, try to stay true to the Lord. Try to stay close to companions that will encourage you to do right, and God will give you favor